Welcome to Inner Peace Arts Unscripted. I'm your host, James Coleman. It's raining, and while it's raining, I'm going to talk about bad reasoning, or not bad reasoning, or reason that limits. And it's something that we think is useful, but can actually keep us from doing something that's in our best interest. Okay, and the thing that I'm thinking about now is the notion that if a lot of people are doing it, it must be good. So this is typically called social proof in the world of influence. And you know how you get something to be popular is you get a lot of people, whether they're paid or not, right? You get a lot of people to be doing your thing. Other people see the other people doing it and then imagine in their minds that it must be good or something must be valuable about it, so I'm going to go and check it out. This is a natural human response. It's a natural human response probably because people in groups last longer than individuals. I think that's something that really we want to keep in mind, is that people in groups last longer than individuals. So if you're an individual and you're sticking out, the likelihood of you getting picked off is higher, right? So this is all kind of evolutionary biology, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, right, it's not... Let me get some better light here. There we go. There we go. At the end of the day, it's not necessarily going to lead you in the best path. It may lead the group in the best path for survival, right? But I think we're entering into an era now where survival is not enough. And for many people, just surviving is insufficient. So if that's you, listen, contact me and we will form a group that will help to survive in this non-survival mindset. But getting back to my main point of the group and lots of people doing it and being right, it's like, listen, wars are started over group activities and leading the group in the wrong way. And if you're going to be one who's really starting to push forward in a personal development, spirituality, social change agenda, you're going to have to find ways to, and the courage to step out of the group, find those ideas, perspectives that you know can work, and work with others to get it working. It really is that simple. It really is that simple. And so that's what I wanted to share here in this short clip. That, listen, really, you want to be able to do those things that you know will work. And following along with a crowd has to be evaluated, right? Am I saying the crowd is always wrong? No, because that would not be true. The crowd may be right. But if the crowd is not right, you've done the work to know what your agenda is. You've done the work to be able to start acting according to your agenda. Well, then continue in that path. Do that. And find those other people that form the group that can be followed. Listen, if there's a group that can be followed, more people will follow it. That's just how people are. And so it's a matter of using these things about people to help people, as opposed to using these things about people to simply extract their production value from them. And of course, that's the difference between Inner Peace Arts and everything else, is that it's really anti-extraction. It's about agency. It's about getting involved and putting your production into play in such a way that it's not extractive from you and not extractive from others. And this is very exciting. Very, very exciting. And it's a movement now that's starting to actually I'm finding connections. And I'll share some of those connections as is appropriate. But again, this is kind of leading edge stuff, and it takes at this point, a certain kind of a mindset to actually grasp it, and that's okay. We're cool with that. And but this is not about that. This is really about the whole notion of following the crowd, knowing the crowd can be wrong, being able to evaluate the crowd according to your agenda, and move accordingly. And have confidence. Listen, go through what academia has produced. They've actually produced a lot of good things, well thought out things, and put it into play. Academia is not designed to put in play. Academia is just designed to do the research and to let somebody else put it in play. And then they write about the people that put it in play. I want you to be a part of something that they're writing about, right? Because that's where the fun is, that's where the power is, that's where the excitement really is, and getting it done, seeing it done, and watching it happen. And so I guess I'm saying, in terms of looking at the crowd, start to and work to build that bigger crowd, and that people will follow and come along, and where you're actually designing. But listen, people want something to do, and people want what works. If people knew what worked, they would be doing it. And if you know what works and you figured it out, and you know that you need others to get on board, well then push through and get it done. So this is James Coleman, inner peace artist, astro shaman, possible astro cartographer. We're going to look into that as well. And of course, if you're watching the presentation, you're open to the truth as it can be known, following in new ideas and actions, making for a better way of life. Inner Peace Arts, again, is the meeting, that intersection between personal development, spirituality, and social change. And so, get excited, use good reasoning. If the crowd is wrong, go your own way. Yes, I did quote from a song there. I don't know how, it's a great song, I don't know what it's about. It's probably a love song of some sort. But if the crowd is wrong, go your own way. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. In distinction, thanks be to stream, in stream, by stream.